Lil People Big World, Roloff family members leverage exposure into cash. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. As longtime Little People Big World followers know, just having an association with the show means lucrative opportunities to make money. This is true even for family members who no longer film TLC scenes. As viewers have seen, Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff have been able to leverage the Little People Big World audience to bring listeners to their new podcast, Raising Heights. Even former cast members who quit the show years ago have been able to launch lucrative business opportunities as a result. So all these years later, Little People Big World is still a money-making machine. Jeremy and Audrey Roloff recently caught the attention of Little People Big World fans after images of children playing at their home came to light. Some fans were especially worried about the children's safety. Taking to social media, many fans discussed what could go wrong and what the family should do. Audrey and Jeremy added a new addition to their home. Jeremy and Audrey became known to fans from Little People Big World. In the series, Jeremy's parents Amy and Matt and his fraternal twin brother Zach all have dwarfism. The show explores the family's everyday life, including the love lives of Matt and Amy's children. Isabel Roloff explains her stance on immigrants. Little People Big World fans who follow Isabel Roloff saw that on the weekend, she explained her stance on immigrants. Of course, it related to President Donald Trump's policy of deportation. Read on for more details. Isabel Roloff and Audrey are friends. It could get interesting. Audrey Roloff once told her fans that she is probably closest to Isabel out of all the family. The TLC alums live quite close to each and they share many similar interests. Actually, things might get interesting as Jeremy Roloff recently defended Elon Musk's controversial Heart to the People gesture that infuriated Donald Trump critics. Isabel Roloff might not be keen on Donald Trump or any of his administration team as she feels very strongly about immigrants. Of course, she's spoken about her family in the past, so they know that her dad came from Chile. But now, she explained a lot more about her family. One can understand why she is against deportation. Isabel Roloff explains why she fights for immigrants. On the weekend, TLC fans who follow Isabel Roloff on Instagram saw some family photos. Plus, they read her very long caption. Pictured is my mom, dad, and two brothers, the people who made who I am, who I speak out for. My father is an immigrant from Chile, fled his country in the 60s to follow the American dream. He did not teach his children his native language Spanish out of his own internalized shame and desire to appear as American as possible to avoid racism and prejudices in this country. He has worked hard his entire life to make a name for himself. Next, Little People Big World fans saw her talk about her mom from Ohio, who was fluent in Spanish, which was useful as a parole officer. Later, she upgraded her qualifications and fought for equality when she taught English. She also mentioned her two brothers. Isabel Roloff ended by saying, "We'll never be silent on the things I believe in. Protect immigrants, protect trans lives, we won't give up, we will continue to fight. That is all we can do." Little People Big World fans reacted. Isabel Roloff found a lot of Spanish-speaking people who loved what she said about immigrants. Other TLC fans also commented. Here are some of their reactions. "Thank you for sharing, you get it, love ya girl. Thank you for not only sharing your why but promoting it on your platform. It makes me feel less alone. We must resist and be loud about it. Thank you for using your platform for good. I will always support you." What are your thoughts on Isabel Roloff explaining why she supports and fights for immigrants? Shout out in the comments below and come back here often for all your Little People Big World news. LPBA Amy Roloff flies back to be with Little People Big World celeb Amy Roloff recently shared an update mid-flight as she flew back home to Michigan to spend some time with her 96-year-old dad and other family members. So, what else did Amy have to say? Little People Big World, Amy Roloff has more time on her hands without TLC film crew. As Little People Big World fans who have been keeping up with the latest news have heard, the TLC show was officially canceled after 25 seasons. Having a run that extended from 2006 until 2024 is certainly nothing to scoff at, as the entire family documented their lives for a long time. LPBA Roloff wife exposes husband's P***run addiction. Based on the latest Little People Big World updates, one of the Roloff wives may have recently outed her husband and his P***run addiction. What happened with this situation and what do the latest updates reveal? Little People Big World fans still interested in Roloff family despite show being canceled. After 25 seasons of being on the air, Little People Big World is officially done for good. Over the years, cast members from the Roloff family have slowly been quitting when it came to filming more scenes for the show, with Zach Roloff being the last of Matt and Amy's children to finally throw in the towel. Why the Little People Big World family fell apart. Fans of Little People Big World think Matt Roloff broke up his family due to his greedy behavior. Matt appeared on the reality TV show alongside his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, and their children. Little People Big World focused on their son, Zach Roloff, who had dwarfism, and his siblings. When the reality show started, the Roloffs were a happy family living on and managing the Roloff family farm. There was a rift in their family when Amy and Matt split. After their divorce, viewers noticed that Matt's ego had grown, which affected his relationship with his family. The family broke even more apart over the ownership of the family farm after Matt tried to sell it. To viewers of Little People Big World, Matt and Amy Roloff's relationship always appeared fractured, so it was no surprise when they ended their 2-decade relationship in 2016. Aside from growing apart, the 25th season of the reality TV show hinted that there was something else behind the split. Amy and Matt wed in September 1987, and their twin sons, Jeremy and Zach, were born 3 years later. Their daughter Molly arrived in 1993, followed by son Jacob in 1997. In her memoir, A Little Me, Amy alleged that Matt started his relationship with Karen Chandler while they were still married. Karen was a longtime employee who managed the pumpkin patch, and Matt turned to her for help throughout the show. Amy wrote about Matt and Karen, "I saw messages, pictures, and other things that should not have been shared between people who just worked together and were still married to other people." Matt has always denied the affair with Karen, explaining that the two started their relationship after the divorce. The pair got engaged in 2023. Matt and Amy now have a good relationship, and he is supportive of her marriage to Chris Merrick, who she wed in 2021. They're a wonderful couple, and we enjoy them immensely and hang out with them. We're not besties every day, but we certainly hang out. In an episode of Zach and Tori Roloff's Racing Heights podcast from May 2024, Zach admitted that his relationship with his father, Matt, was not great. The filming ended, you kind of just give yourself some space, and then the show airs 6 months later, and it kind of brings up some old wounds. Zach explained filming for Little People Big World takes place a year before airing. Stuff comes out on social media, and you realize that people are thinking the same thing, and it's kind of a bummer because then it's like, oh, I thought we were kind of evening out a little bit. Zach claimed that the people involved in the family drama are still in denial, and they believe they didn't do anything wrong. He denied withholding his children from seeing their grandfather, dismissing it as internet drama. The former reality TV star also hinted at what led to the family rift during the podcast segment. "It's a narcissism, so no, it's not great," he added, but he was optimistic that things could improve in the future. He's taking great advantage of many possibilities. The 90-plus acre farm. He is living and working full-time with his wife and son Mateo, named in my honor, on the farm. He also explained that Jacob was the family member he saw the most. Matt also sees his only daughter Molly, who lives in Spokane with her husband Joel. Sometimes Karen and I fly up to Northern Washington for a weekend visit, and often her and Joel come stay either at the big house or at my new house. Molly and Joel were just here in Arizona, staying with us for days, enjoying the sunshine and taking in the local wildlife zoo. Always wonderful to visit with the amazing Molly Jo and hubby Joel.